All right, we're going to go over some definitions of transformations. Here listed are the different vocabulary words. So if we were to take a picture and we were to move that, anytime we move it, it's called a transformation. And so our original is called the pre-image. And then after we move it, it's called the image. And you should have already done some work with some patty paper, and what you'll notice is that the pre-image and the image should be exactly the same. Okay? They're congruent figures. They're the same size, the same shape. Okay? So if we were to just take this stick figure and we slide it to the right or up or down or left, that's called a translation. It's when you slide the figure left, right, up, down. A reflection is like if you look in the mirror. So if we have, let's say, this triangle, and we reflect it over this line, which means we're going to flip it. If you were to write something down and show it up in the mirror, it turns out backwards when you look at it in the mirror. So that would be a reflection if we flip it over. These two triangles should be exactly the same in size and in shape, so forgive my drawing a little bit here. Rotation is a turn. All right, so if we were to, here's my pre-image, and it has to give you a direction, it has to give you how many degrees. Let's say we were going to turn it about this point, let's say 90 degrees. Erase this and give myself some room. Okay, so there's a turn, a rotation. So there I've turned it 90 degrees clockwise. And then these three, because the pre-image and the image are exactly the same, they're the same size and the same shade, it's what's called preserving distance. And these three are actually called isometries. Okay. A dilation is when something gets bigger or smaller. And so, like, if you were to look at the pupils of your eyeballs, like when you go to the eye doctor and they put those drops in, they do this thing called dilating your pupils. They're making your pupils larger. But they're still circles. They're not going to turn triangles on you or anything. So larger or smaller by a certain scale factor. Okay, so let's say we have this triangle, and let's say we were going to make it twice as big. Okay, So let's say that's 2, 3, 5 or something. If I made it twice as big, our triangle would now look like such. Okay. Also notice when we do our image figure, we use, for points, we use A prime, B prime, and C prime. That lets you know which one's the original and which one is after the movement.